Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the live stream. My name is Dan. This is Tweet FPV. Things sound weird for some reason. I forgot my headset. There it goes. Had my headset turned down way too much. How is everybody doing this morning? No, not line of sight. I can't fly line of sight to save my life. A little bit, actually. As long as the quad stays directly in front of me, it doesn't turn. I got this. After that, ain't gonna happen. All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Glad to have you all here. It's been beautiful out this week. As you can tell, I actually had a chance to get outside and go fly a little bit. Breaking out the old Beast class. Stupid Velcro. Yeah, this little guy here. Normally it's hanging up over there in the background. It's been a while since I built this. I really haven't been flying it very much. I kind of maidened it, flew it around in a circle a few times, and then it sat for about a little less than a year, maybe 10, 11 months. Just have not had the time and honestly the courage to go out and go fly it. It's just so expensive. Everything is $100 on it. Motor's $100, ESC's $100, PDB's $100, flight controller's $100. Each one of these stupid batteries is $100, and everything that every time you crash it, it's going to be probably $400 to repair all the things that usually die. There's just so much going on in there. Once you're talking 12S voltages, weird things happen. The things that normally would fly on a 6S quad that wouldn't cause any issues, not so much on a 12S. Electricity likes to do weird things at those high voltages. Everything has to be conformal coated, like multiple layers of conformal coating. But went through, update everything to Betaflight 4.4.1, update Express LRS, updated the OG air unit that's on it, so it'd work with my my goggles too here. Awesome goggles, really liking those things. And took it out and gave her a rip. Let's see, as far as tuning goes, just kind of went with APD's recommendations as a starting point. Flies okay, has a little bit of wobble to it and really snappy moves, but so far so good. Haven't done any flippy floppies with it just because just want to make sure it's like working decent in like just hard corners before I start trying to flip it upside down, but I think it'd be just fine. In the goggles, it doesn't seem like much, but once you see your shadow or fly by yourself, you're like, ooh, there's something there. This thing's swinging 13-inch props, and they make some noise. But it's working really well. Knock on wood for now. It's working really well. I got about 7-ish minutes out of flying pretty aggressively, and I still wasn't at 3.5 per cell. I think I could get away with using some much smaller bricks. These are 5100 milliamp 6S's. I think I could probably go down to probably even much as like 3000 and get a good 3 minutes of flight. Like that's what I'm looking for. 3 minutes, that's it. Anything more than 3-4 minutes, and not that I get bored, but it's like it's more flight time than what I'm used to, so it's like, oh, this is taking forever. And I think I may have found an issue with Betaflight reporting proper voltages in the OSD when we're up to 12S. Having a lot of issues with it. Originally, I went out and my OSD looked a bit like... Did I save that picture? I didn't because I are dumbass. Awesome. Oh, where did I put it? Stand by, guys. I need to figure my life out here. Talking with old Mr. Band of Beans there over in my Discord. The issue I'm having is it looks a bit like this. Nope, There we go. In Betaflight, when we're talking 12S. So in my OSD and my goggles, I have MSP, Betaflight OSD MSP, and I also have the DJI MSP, and I also have average voltage in there per cell. Overall pack voltage, it shows me, is 50 volts. This is fully charged 12S, but in the OSD, I get I get this, and then for the DJI voltage, I'm getting 25.5, and then for the average voltage, it's showing me 6.3 volts per cell. Betaflight's showing, the configurator is recognizing it's 12S, which is correct, but in the power state, it's recognizing it as 8S. And I believe this is based off of a 8S voltage if it was going to figure out per cell. Okay, Google. What's 50 divided by 4.2? All right, well, that shot that theory down. Yeah, so it's acting kind of weird. So I did have to set up a logical switch in my radio to bark out to me when I got down below like 43 volts pack voltage. And here's what it looks like in the. Oh, why is this so weird? There you go. That's what the OSD is showing me. So amperage actually blanks out at a certain point. Anything above like 200 amps, it just shuts off. Here's my DJI MSP overall, system voltage 25.5, and it just stays locked right there. It might fluctuate like a tenth. Overall voltage 44.6 and average voltage 5.57, and I do not understand why. There's a few things that I'm thinking might possibly be the culprit. One might be the fact that Betaflight has this line in it, which I don't remember seeing in past configurators, but voltage meter warning limited to 25.5 volts. And I don't remember seeing that before. That's something new to me. And then if I use ESC telemetry for voltage, that's what it looks like when everything's plugged in, 25.5 across the board. I know that those ESCs are getting more than 25.5 volts. They're getting, full 12S voltage. So there's something funky going on with Betaflight. I'm pretty sure my setup and everything is wired correctly, and this is something different. Not entirely sure what's going on. So, anyways, that's a few things that I've had going on with this build. So the first time I flew it, I was like, "Oh crap! I don't know what my I don't know my accurate voltage." So, set up a logical switch. The telemetry sensor through Express LRS, I set it up to do full system voltage, not average cell voltage, because that's not reporting right. And set up a logical switch to activate, I think it's below like 45 volts or something like that, that would just bark out, low voltage, whatever. So there's a workaround, but it's not working in the OSD like it should. It's kind of weird. Over to the chat. Good morning, everybody. Lawrence, glad to see you here. Ryan, Robbie Store, thank you. Robbie, yeah, you are the inspiration for getting off my dead ass and flying this stupid thing. Thanks for pushing me a little bit. Blizzard FEV, down 3 for the win. Hey, how's it going? Bobby Bags, welcome. Borked, looks like you're going to have a fun day. William Tam, how you doing? Free Lojo, the freest of Lojos. Thanks for coming on today. Wrong Way FPV, good morning. Mike Bergman asks, flying LOS? Absolutely not. Wrong Way says X class. No, this is actually a Beast class. I don't really know what distinguishes the two, but it's everything I would put on an X class, just on a smaller arm frame. Yeah. Wrong Way's getting ready to redo his. Yeah, everything is expensive. ESC's $100. Actually, they may be more now. I have no idea. EPD, ESCs. How much is ESCs now? F-Series ESCs, 120 amps, 109 apiece. Ugh. Gross. Oh, man. Just a cash cow. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. I dread, like, if I crash this thing, I'm not sure if I'll rebuild it or just I will, but like it's just so expensive. Yeah, every time I plug mine in, it scares me. Using the anti-spark connectors reduces the scare, I guess. What made you decide to build one that big? Okay, TK, originally I built a X class that was basically funded by Banggood using all iFlight parts, because iFlight started doing their Beast series where it was basically their way of getting into X class. I used their frame, their motors, their ESCs, their PDB, their FC, everything but the camera and the VTX and the receiver was iFlight. Unfortunately, their equipment topped out at 8S, and it flew okay. It was kind of lethargic and underpowered. It really needed to be 12S, and the frame that they sell, the what frame is this thing? iFlight X class. This frame is absolute hot garbage. It is the most miserable frame to work in. Anytime I had an issue with it, I dreaded working on this thing. To get the top plate off, to get to the electronics, these two bolts have to come out. This bolt has to come out on each arm, so that's 6 bolts. 6, 12, 1, 2, 3, 6, 12. Yeah, 12 bolts and nuts just to get the top plate off. And when you do that, then all the arms fall off. So this thing is just a unwieldy mess to work on. And it's an X class. This thing is huge. The frame was damn near the size of my my LED wall over there, and yet there was almost no space inside of it to build. It was such a tight build. And the other shit part of it is, okay, there's bolts. On the underside of these bolts are big cap heads. There's no place to put a battery in this thing. I had to custom design and 3D print a plate that was taller than the cap head, so I'd have a place to mount 2 4S batteries next to each other, then wire them in series so I can get a full 8S. Awful frame to work in. Good little setup here for mounting a session. I like that. It has a place for a LiPo strap to go through it to hold your session on. Full-size camera spacing, so you had to adapt it down. It was just a terrible frame to work in. I was using these motors, the 4212 motors, 400 kV. I was using those guys. And then I don't think they sell their ESCs anymore. The ones I was using, they have these Blitz ones, which I think these do 12. No, they still do 8S. So it was these ESCs. They didn't have a heat sink on them. Their PDB and one of their Twin G flight controllers. I had a lot of issues with that build. ESC number 3 would burn out. I went through 3 of them. Didn't know why. I ended up replacing a bunch of different parts on it, and I think, it's really weird, but I think the PDB was actually what was causing the failure. Doesn't make sense. I actually contacted iFlight. They paid for all 3 ESCs and the PDB. Only one of the ESCs I actually bought through them. It's a real cool guy move. So with that said, I was going to then build this Catalyst Machine Works Tasmanian 2 because this is a great frame, and I was going to transfer all that stuff from the X class that I build, all iFlight stuff. But the thought of actually working in that stupid frame, I just decided to sell the whole mess and just build this one out of whole cloth. It just, that's how bad the frame was. That is how bad that frame was. Yeah. Anywho, that's the long story of why I'm at a Beast class right now. And the Beast class is just much easier to live with. I don't plan on racing it. It's more or less a showpiece. I got to throw some LEDs on there, and it's just kind of cool. Mike Bergman, did you try the Pyrodrone Comfort Foam yet? The Comfort Foam, yeah. Just so you know, Pyrodrone doesn't make it. They just happen to be a retailer of it. There's a bunch of different companies that sell it. I have it. It's on my goggles right now. So far, it is the best foam I have used on the DJI Goggles 2 so far. It's not perfect, though. I'll give you my thoughts on it. So, first thing off the bat is, unlike probably a lot of you, I like to run my battery on my goggle strap. I can feel my nose touching the inside of the goggles right here. and it's fine, except for I still have a Velcro pad from the last piece of foam. The other issue is, just like the HDO 2s, my eyelashes touch the lenses. Foam is very thin. It contours really well. It blocks out a lot of the light. I think it's actually a pretty good foam. And then the only issue I have is my eyelashes touch the lenses. So if you have the Integras, I don't know how much more of the lenses stick out with like diopters on the Integras, but that may be something you have to deal with, is your eyelashes touching the glass. It does come with a piece of Velcro to stick on there. I just haven't done it yet. But of all the foams, which I've probably bought well over $100 worth of foams, this is so far the best one out there, and I kind of recommend it. It's not going to be perfect for everybody, but I think it's probably the one for most. It's probably the one for most people. So yeah. Oh geez, where we at? Ricardo Ferreira, do you think it will progress further so that one day it will compete head against with DJ? Oh, absolutely not. Nope, they will not. Walk Snail will not progress to the point where they will be head-to-head with the DJI O3 system. It might get to the point where it's head-to-head with the original DJI FPV system. I had Walk Snail. I gave it away. It is close, but it's not there. I don't think it'll get to that point, but it does have a lot of upsides. It's not DJI. End of list. What FC? FC is in the Beast class, is the Brain Radix 2 flight controller. I have 12 voltage. Let's do it. I can only get 12S voltage OSD out of my Radix 2. Yeah, that's Radix 2 I'm using. Jones K, hey, what's up? Got the new T-Motor G4 and FlyColor ESC, one of the best, smoothest quads I've ever flown. Cool, man. That's awesome. Let's see. I have to wonder why they can't make a face foam like Sony headphone ear cup foam like material. I don't know. Not familiar with it. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's kind of like a memory foam type foam. And that's what this is. This is like a memory foam. No, it's not. It's just like a high durometer foam. Bitterroot says his Walk Snail experience is better than his DJI experience. Oh, cool, man. Walk Snail definitely fills a niche that DJI can't, especially when it comes to like micros. I just wasn't happy with it. Have you seen the newest Walk Snail V2 Pro Cam? No, I haven't. The DVRC, it looks near as good as the O3. I don't believe that. The O3 DJI is... It rivals most GoPros. 1V setup. I don't know what you're saying. All right, so today we're gonna do the mystery bag giveaway. I've done 2 of these before. I have this Beta FPV bag. You don't get the bag. You got to cover shipping because I'm not made of money. And in the bag, there's some stuff. And no purchase necessary, obviously. But if you would like to donate, I would greatly appreciate it. Here is the entry link for the raffle. We'll spin a wheel for this thing around what is it, 11:22, 11:45. We'll spin a wheel for this thing, and the winner will get whatever's in the bag. What's in the bag right now? I'm not telling you. There's some good stuff in there. Let me put that in the video description. Ooh, too far. Where we at? All right. So that's in the video description if you want to get entered in that. Let's see. Okay, cool. So it's working. I can see it populating right now on my side. So yeah, we'll spin the wheel for that in about I don't know, about 15 minutes. Give that sucker away. The way it works is I literally just grab the bag, start walking through the work area, and just start throwing stuff in the bag. And yeah, and one lucky winner will walk away with some cool stuff. At least I think it's cool stuff. Again, like I said, no purchase necessary. But if you want to donate, a couple shekels here. Click the $ in the chat window. Super chats are welcome, or there's a link in the sign up page for PayPal if you want to send a couple of dollars. Let's see. So, in other news, Orca is at their usual shit again. And here we go. They have a teaser. What on earth is this? This is them teasing their digital FPV system. I don't see much of a change here. This looks like their VTX that they showed at CES like 2 years ago, I think, or maybe it was last year. I don't know. Some random ESC and flight controller. So there's only one VTX here, and some goggles. Looks like 2 antennas, and I'm assuming there's probably a patch all up inside of there. Looks pretty cool.
Very nice.
I assume it is malware free, but yeah, you never know. Run as late as you want. You'll be the only one today. Yeah, I heard JB is at... Where's he at? Is Rotor Riot Rampage? Is Rampage this weekend, I thought? Maybe? I'm not sure.
Very nice.
And then I'm not sure about Ciati. So anyways, there's that. And then, of course, you know, this douchebag here, Ivan... Orca needs to get rid of this guy. Like, he just is a problem for this company. Like, if this is their PR spokesperson, they need to fire his ass. And I'm not the first person to say it. Well, I probably am the first person to say it, but I'm not the only person to think it. Like, they just need to hire a PR guy and stop this shit. You know, someone says, oh, we want 1080, 120, 144 refresh, which, why would you want 120 with 144? You'd want 144 either way. And he says, oh, I want 2K displays, 90 frames per second, with a 5G eSIM and dynamic quality of service is what you want. It's boring. Okay, yeah. When this type of stuff starts being said from Orca's representatives, they're setting themselves up for failure, because if they don't deliver on this, because I know he's not saying that that's what they're going to deliver on, but that's what he wants. People are reading that as that's probably going to be close to the spec of the system. Probably not. Yeah, so anyways, Orca's being Orca. I like my Orca goggles, but I think they are going to be far too little, far too late as far as this stuff goes. So, I don't know. If you guys aren't paying attention to the Orca setup or the Orca page, yeah. So maybe they'll be malware free, or maybe they got to pay a licensing fee 2 years down the road. I'm not sure. Free Lojo, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. And free range chicken, $9.99. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate it, man. Ricardo Ferreira, when do you think DJI 3 or Walksnail will be on sale? Black Friday, perhaps sooner. GoPro is reducing $100 now. DJI rarely ever goes on sale, and when they do, I think it's usually Father's Day weekend, or no, maybe it was Black Friday. Like, God, somebody help me out in their chat. I know that they have discounted their systems for a couple days. I just can't remember when it was. Yeah, but it's like 1 day a year, and sometimes they don't even do it. Leave a super chat, or else your drone cramps. Got it. Paul McDonald, how you doing this morning? Yeah, Mike, I agree. Rotor for JB and Ciati. Okay, cool. It's weird. I didn't get a lot of like last year. I remember I got like tons of advertisement for Rampage. This year I got like damn near nothing. And yeah, terrible PR. Win Jumbie, how you doing this morning? Glad to have you here. And on other news, if anybody has ever heard of Quad Kids 509, it was a guy who was doing like FPV outreach for like a high school program. He's been doing it for quite a while, and he said this summer he's closing up shop. Just can't keep up with it, can't keep the program going. And I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of programs like this fold up this year, especially with the impending remote ID requirements showing up, which, you know, it is what it is. If you're going to do something that is high profile, working for a school or something like that, you got to be above the board. And there are ways to do it, but I just don't see it. I see it being a bridge too far for a lot of nonprofits to overcome. But fortunately, there are remote ID modules coming to the market that are getting more reasonably priced. Obviously, any price is way too unreasonable considering we didn't have to have it. But there are some remote ID modules coming to the market that I'm hoping as we get closer to that September 1st deadline of requiring hobbyists to have remote ID that there will be plenty of competition. And as there becomes more competition, the prices will go down, availability will go up, most likely. But we'll see when we get there. Unfortunately, Quad Kids is they're done. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Let's see. Bitterroot, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Not drunk games. Here I'm planning on complying with remote ID. Yeah, absolutely. I plan to comply with remote ID as best I can. I kind of have to. 107 pilot, and also being, I'm not high profile, but I mean, putting stuff out there. It depends on how stupid everything's going to be. I'm going to try to be compliant. I'll put it that way. And it's going to come down to how much of a pain in the ass it is. All right, we'll put it out there. Let's do a poll. Engage with my audience. Start a poll. What price would you? Really engaging when I sit here and clack away on the keyboard and I don't talk, but I can't. Let's see. Do 30 to... All right, there we go. Here's a poll. So, what is the absolute maximum, if you were going to comply with remote ID, what is the absolute maximum price that you would pay for a module? Obviously, if you're not going to comply at all, pick none. But per quad, what is the most price you would pay? I think for my vote, the max I would pay is probably. I'm only allowed 4 options, so I couldn't make it super granular. $25, I think, is about where my max is. If I had to buy one for each quad, $25 is the most. Shut up, don't go to sleep. But that's my input. All right. Do you text and drive? Poodle Hawk. There you go. So there's some questions. A lot of people are like, I don't comply, or I will comply with everything. But then, what do you really do in your real life? Mike Berger, non-compliant ×2. I got it. Yeah, I totally get it. Having 2 of the same quads that I take out flying, do you think it'll be easy? Don't time out. I'm used to it, monitor. Having 2 of the same quads I take out flying, do you think it'd be easy to fool the drone, Popo, by just putting a remote ID on one quad? Absolutely. I mean, let's be realistic here. This is what people are going to do. People who build quads, we're going to buy one remote ID module, and we're going to move it from quad to quad. We're not stupid. This is exactly how we're going to do shit. And that's, I'll be honest, that's probably what I plan on doing, unless it becomes the price is so negligible that I don't mind just buying another one. Like, how many people own a GPS module on their quads? How many people own more than one GPS-enabled quad? Do you move the GPS unit around? No. Why? Because it's affordable enough. How much is a GPS unit? So what are people paying on average for a GPS module? Let's check out my favorite site, Rotor RDQ. Average price, the M10, $20. I'd say people are paying anywhere from $15 to $20 for a GPS module. You have 2 GPS modules on 2 quads, 1 per quad. So clearly you're willing to part with $15 to $20 per quad extra for a piece of kit that wouldn't be that hard to swap around. So what about remote ID? If the module is $15 to $20, would you consider moving around? But yeah, I plan on probably trying to just move the module around from quad to quad. I'm just be fucking realistic here, because the people who can't do that are the ones that have it built in, because then you have a serial number, because it's a factory built quad along with the remote ID. So like the DJIs of the world, you're going to have a different remote ID module per quad because they're registered and serial number tracked. How many of us have a serial number on our quads that we build? This many. You know why? Because they don't track them that way. You just say what the name of it is, and they give you a number to put on it. So you just make sure you don't have 2 of the same quads sitting out with the same registration numbers on. You know what? I don't know how you're going to do this. I'm sure you'll figure something out. All right, it's 11:36. Let's not forget about the mystery bag raffle going on here. Link is in the video description for whatever's in this bag. Obviously, you got to pay for shipping, and donations are welcome. Not necessary, though. Ricardo, I don't fully understand remote ID. What's the worst that can happen? Has anyone had issues with? Well, remote ID hasn't really been fully it's not required for hobbyists yet. It's required for manufacturers to have it in the pre-built equipment, like a DJI drone. It's already built in there, and it's being sold right now. What's the fine? What is the fine for non-compliance with remote ID? I have no idea. It's probably gonna be a federal fine. What happens if you? Let's see. Just quick Google search here. It sounds like have the authority to issue a civil penalty up to $400,000 against a person other than individual small business concerns, up to $50,000 against individual small businesses. Generally, the penalty of each violation ranges from $1,100 to $27,500, depending on the previous violated, the provision violated, in the category of the alleged violator. So it could be pretty expensive. Nice. Again, I'm not a legaltician, so take that with a grain of salt. That's just a quick Google search. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT. Oh yeah, let's do that. ChatGPT. Do I have to sign in? Try ChatGPT. Yeah. Fuck it. I got to sign up. I don't care now. Oh, I can continue with Google. Make my life easy. Yep. Let's see. What does ChatGPT say? Ugh. 207-282. Oh, God. This is becoming more of a chore than I was hoping. Yep. All right. Let's see what ChatGPT says. As announced, September 2001, blah, 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 something irrelevant, something, still irrelevant, date, recommend checking regulation, guys. Okay, so ChatGPT does not know. That's my first time using ChatGPT. Let's see where are we at here. No board well today? No, sorry. I have GPS on less than 10% of my quads. Hey, thanks. How you doing this morning, my friend? Paul McDonald, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. Must shot for 107. You need a unique FAA number for each build. Correct, you do. I thought you got your FAA number and used it on each. It's not. So for a 107 holder, you need to register every single drone individually, pay the $5 per drone individually, unless you happen to have only one, say, HD drone that you put your number on, but they're not serial number. I can't say that word today, or probably ever. They don't have unique serial numbers on them, so how would they know? I don't know. Just a thought, guys. There are ways around this. I'm damn sure that all the permanent plate trailers in Alabama have an individual license plate that was never on a different trailer ever before. Let's see. We're not going to hyperinflation in the next 6 months. They want to hire these more federal employees. Yeah, no, I don't think they're going to hire anybody else to work with all these new restrictions and laws. But well, who knows? Philly Mike owes $150,000. Yeah, he really effed up in the worst way with those guys. I think Man Aircraft needs to know I'm juicy flicking 2 feet off the ground. No, they absolutely do not need to know. I think the regulations, and I've said it before, need to be reevaluated and made more sense of. Like shielded operations right there. That would be a huge relief for so many of us, is shielded operations. That's all it takes. Like that one step in the right direction would be one of those things where like, okay. I could probably live with this hobby then. All right, let's end this poll here. Where'd it go? All right. 42% you said F the FAA. All right, cool. And another 42% said $10 to $40. I'm wondering if you guys were more like 10 to 20. 14% less than 10. So that's interesting. Let's see. They don't need to know you're a few feet in the air, but for off chance it gets away and flies 1,000 feet. Right. And at that point, you're in violation of the old rules anyways, so serialized. Why can I say it when I read it, but I can't say it if I'm just thinking of it? Jeez. I don't think they will collect from Philly Mike. No, that's a whole other part. They can levy fines all they want, then they got to try to collect it. That's an entirely different thing. Can't bleed a turnip. Yeah, Mike Bergman, I agree. Over 250 gram would be nice. Send a Google Drive. Discord is crap. Discord is crap lately. Discord getting rid of the 4-digit identifiers on everybody's name. Let's see what we got her. Athix, are you okay with me showing this? Yeah, Free Lojo, that's where I'm at. $25 max is about where I'm at. Where I would go, you know what? Screw it. I'll just put a module on each quad. But, you know, if that requires $25 for the module, and then I got to buy another $25 GPS receiver, and we're getting into the $50 range, or the, you know, $45, $40, $50 range, and now I'm like, that's too much. That's a bridge too far. Yeah. I've also so Discord has finally rolled out their paid service, where it's kind of like Patreon. You pay Discord's membership and then you get access to special rooms. I've been considering moving away from Patreon to Discord. I just need to go over the terms of service on it, see what actually it entails, how much they're taking off the top. So I don't know. We'll see. Ricardo Ferreira, September onwards, need to be aware of the quad police. Yeah, you know, if you're really worried about it, if someone comes up to you, you know, hopefully you're flying with somebody else to watch your back, not because you need a spotter, but you just want to make sure you're not going to get shanked by a junkie. They say, yo, 5-0, just punch that bitch to the moon and go dump it out in the woods or a lake or something like that. Burden of proof's on them. Go find it, bitch. Sorry. Athix says, play it. All right, we'll play this. So he said, this is from Rampage. Oh, what is with? Oh, well. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to mute that just in case. Oh, this is awesome. They're really stepping up their game at Rampage. I'm wondering what the attendance is like over the last couple of years. That is awesome. I wonder how much this costs them an hour to get these guys to come out and do this shit. I really need to go one of these years. I had said last year I wanted to go this year, but clearly that didn't happen because I'm in a weird transition right now with work and the family. With GPS in chip, $40 max freeloader says. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Any word on the movement to change weight limit to 1 kilogram? I have not heard anything about that. Yeah, that's pretty badass. That's freaking cool. Oh, got distracted. Sorry, guys. Okay. I have 21 people entered for the mystery bag here. Oh, we're supposed to spin that a couple minutes ago. You know what? I'll give you guys till... Let's do 11:55 just to get enough people in there. I got 35 concurrent viewers according to YouTube analytics. Oh, Mr. Beans, glad to see you here, my friend. Thanks for posting up in the Beta Flight Discord. I can't believe I'm not a member of that until today. I see there's been no answer on my issues. But yeah, glad to have you here, my friend. Al Mac, good morning. How you doing? So, for everybody who's just getting in here, we are going to do a mystery bag raffle number 3. I've done 2 other ones, obviously, since the number 3. It is this Beta FPV bag. You do not get the bag. You get what's inside the bag. What's inside the bag? I'm honestly not even sure of what's in the bag. I just kind of ran around the little workshop I got here and just started tossing stuff in the bag. Whatever's in there is what's in there. And there's more in the bag now. And I just tossed some stuff in there. So... lucky winner will get that bag. Obviously, you got to cover shipping, and there is a link in the video description to sign up. we'll spin that wheel here in another like 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that. Let's see. iGao 4 started this week. Everybody, if you haven't gotten in and registered for iGao, this is the first actual week that counts. Obviously, you can sign up like 4 weeks from now and you'll still be fine. You're going to get a letter every week that you haven't been signed up or haven't submitted a video. I'm not doing iGao this year. I did it the first and second years that they did iGao. I'm just way too busy to really put the effort into doing the iGao stuff. Still a sponsor this year, giving away a couple sets of FPV radio grips. If you're interested in the grips, go to tweetfp.com and pick yourself up a set. I am trying to reduce the amount of variety of colors that I have. So there's a couple colors. I mean, obviously black and my color and the Ciotti FPV, those are around forever. But the other colors are, when they're gone, they're gone. I will also be closing the shop down the month of July. I will not be around the entire month. I have a work obligation out of state, and obviously I won't be able to ship any grips while I'm not at home. So if you're on the fence about getting some grips, I recommend doing it. I think I'm going to do a crazy grip weekend, rando grip weekend in the next couple of weeks, just to kind of push out what I have. If you weren't around for the last time I did the rando grip weekend, it's $5 for a set of grips. You pick the kind you want. I put them in the bag. What color you end up with and what pattern, meh. I have a lot of material colors that I don't even advertise on the web store just because I've only got like half a sheet of it left. So maybe you'll get some crazy stuff like checkerboard or gold glitter or something. I don't know. I mean, I've got a bunch of different ones. I got a dark green like this color green material too. So I mean, you never know what you're gonna end up with. So that'll be probably, we'll do it maybe 2 weeks or so, maybe 3, something like that. Oh, well, Blades, welcome. Glad to see you here. Something with Wi-Fi or telemetry on ELRS receiver could fit the need for Remote ID. There has been videos where the ELRS devs have already done Remote ID. Problem is, it's a open source system with open source hardware. So according to the ASTM for Remote ID, not authorized, cannot comply. But who the fuck's gonna know? Like if you get dinged on Remote ID, how would drone police come by and go, oh, that, I don't recognize that. Like, they're not going to open up your quad to find your module. If it's inside the quad, it would be really effed up to have to open up. If you're broadcasting the stuff you need to do, they're going to leave you the F alone, hopefully. And as long as you're broadcasting everything you're supposed to broadcast, then what reason would they have to ask you to prove that it's not just Express LRS broadcasting Remote ID? Just a thought, just a think, just thinking out loud. Ricardo Fred regarding 03, did you notice any vibrations on the image? Yes, on 24 kilohertz on 48, it went away. And that's not actually in the image that I am seeing into the goggles. That is the recorded image I was seeing vibrations. Go to 48 kilohertz, problem gone. There are some videos saying TPU soft mounting is needed. I think with a good frame and changing ESC PWM frequency to 48 kilohertz should get rid of that. There are some out there that are worse than others, but it seems to be, I don't know. I really haven't ran into, like, I haven't had to do anything other than that one change to fix it. Annual training, got a lot, yep. Would you provide a custom option? I do already provide a custom option for grips. It's just now. Oh yeah, Trevor Jacobs. Yeah, it turns out that guy was 100. So if anybody remembers it, it was the guy who was flying a Cessna out west someplace, had an engine failure, had to bail out, happened to just have a parachute on because he always flies with a parachute. Turns out that guy was 100% and utterly full of shit. Did it on purpose. filmed it all, and I think he was doing like a Ridge Wallet sponsorship. Before he published the video, hired a helicopter to remove the wreckage, and he cut it up and threw it away in the dumpsters at an airport. That guy, he is going to prison. I guarantee it. I have absolute moron. And everybody who says that, like, instantly call it out, like, this is bullshit. Like, that bullshit meter was going off instantly, and, like, there's a reason why it went off, because it was bullshit. Yeah, they're messing with the community that is way more capable than they think. I don't know shit. Market Zero, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thanks for the grab bag, and always keeping it real. Yeah. Gotta. Had an engine failure. Yeah, right. And the parachute, the big catches was he was wearing the wrong type of parachute that you would wear if you were to wear a parachute just in case you lose an engine. He was wearing like a parachute, like a jumping parachute, not the parachute you would wear. And there was something that looked suspiciously like a fire extinguisher attached to his leg. Weird. And it's how many GoPros he had on everything and how nonchalant he was about ditching, how little effort he put into it. Yeah. Now that is why there needs to be, like, there's always been a push to remove general aviation from the national airspace. Stuff like that is the things that will remove GA traffic, you know. Just, gosh. Feeling yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. It is 11:55. I'm going to close down the entry link here in a second. If you guys haven't gotten signed up, I am sorry. Better luck next time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. 26 responses from 26 individual people. I can tell when people sign up twice. And nobody did. At least my method for detecting it says nobody did. So. All right, here we go. Here is the Wheelio names. I'm going to shuffle it, not that it really matters. I'm going to pick a time myself because why not? Let's go the full 60 because why not? All right, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Oh, let's see. Yeah, base jump parachute. Not to take away from his athleticism, he's a sick base jump. Yeah, like government agencies can be way more capable than people think they are when they want to be. Like, yeah, like something like that. If they really want to get to the bottom of it, they're going to, most likely. All right, let's slow down here. Who is it gonna be? Not Paul McDonald. Not David Johnson. Is it gonna be Jay or Wong Wei? Oh boy, let's see where we at. Oh. The wrongest of ways, FPV. Congratulations, you have won whatever the hell is in this mystery sack here. So. The part everybody's waiting for. Let's see what's in this mystery sack of goodness. All right, let's see. All right, so first thing in the bag. Come on. Get the fuck out of there. All right, screw you. All right. First thing in the sack is this. This is... Come on. Do the thing. Come on. There we go. A whoop gate. This is from the old FPV crate. So this is a collector's item. No longer around. RIP FPV crate. A whoop gate. Come on. That still baffles me to fold up. All right. Folded. I think. Stay folded. YouTuber struggles with FEV gate. News at 11. God dang it. Fold up, damn it. Cooperate. There's so many hook and loop fasteners on this thing, like... Alright. Alright, the next is a frame. This is I believe this is a 4-inch frame. This is a Ronin FPV something Mark II. Really cool frame. Yeah, this is the Ronin FPV. Which one was this? This is the Ronin Mark II, and I believe this is a 4-inch frame. Yep. Cool little frame. I have a 1-watt Beta FPV Expresso RS module. This is a pre-release module. They did not actually sell this module. 1 watt, has backpack, has the OLED screen, has the cool antenna on it. So this, they never actually sold this. This was a pre-release unit they sent to me. I had great experience using this thing. So there's that. And I got an extra fan to go along with it, just in case that one starts to get noisy. Extra fan. Let's see, a Happy Model EP1 receiver for said Express LRS system. All right, so this, I don't know how handy with electronics you are, but this is a 2S LED board. So if you were to build, say, like a 2S goggle pack, something just made a loud ass noise. I don't know what it is. This is like the like the Fat Shark packs. You have a little button that lights up and it shows you how much power is in the pack, or like what the charge level is. That's what this is. Kind of a neat little electronic piece if you want to build your own pack. A ISDT UC4. This is a 1S LiPo charger. Runs off a USB-C. This thing is pretty slick. I know really nobody's using PH 2.0, but it'd be easy enough to put an adapter on this. Cool little charger. And the last thing in the bag. Yep, last thing in the bag is one of these. This is a 1S newbie drone something, cockroach something or other. I don't remember what model this was. Got Express LRS on board. It has the 0802 20,000 kV motors and a BTE 2.0 connector on it. It's obviously it's used, but hey. There you go. And a quad. There you go. Mystery bag number 3, complete. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this mystery bag thing? Did you guys get commercials? Stupid thing keeps adding them. Just got an ad. I gotta figure out how to stop. I gotta figure out how to stop the ads from coming in here. I got a button that lets me insert them, but had its fan break. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah, piss off at Quick Sticks. YouTube, stop adding commercials to the stream. Yeah, I don't know why I started doing that. It used to be I had to add them manually, and now it's just doing them. Let's see. Badass one. Love the mystery bag. Did you guys talk about the M10 GPS? No, we didn't. M10 GPS. Bardwell has a good video on how to reprogram the M10s to work. But yeah, mystery bag is cool. I like the mystery sacks. It's a great bag. Thanks so much for showing us the beast. Yeah, no problem, Robbie. Look forward to more on that. I'm committed to trying to tune that thing. Yeah, I remember the first GPS quad I built. I had to go into the U-Blocks program and reprogram the GPS because it was just the baud rate wasn't right. It was something weird. All right, guys. It is 12:04. Unfortunately, this is the end of your FPV viewing for the day. I don't think Bardwell or Ciotti are streaming. Just a video on N10 HGRC with Fairlays. Cool. All right, guys. Who was that? The one? Wrong way. Email me, tweetfv@gmail.com, and or actually, I will email you because I have your email address. That's the beauty of the Google form. I'll email it to you, and I'll get you some shipping information. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I will see you all. Actually, next weekend, we're gonna do the other giveaway, the other monthly giveaway that I do. It'll be for a NanoFly 16 and an extra motor because you might need them. And that will be next weekend. Same YouTube place, same YouTube time. If you don't know how to get in on that one, talk to these guys. They know how. And we'll see you then. All right, guys, have a good one. And, stay awesome. And we'll see you next weekend. Bye.